Well, hello, retro game players. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Marcus, and I'm here with none other than Reggie.
Yeah, don't worry, I'm not frozen. I was just trying to put you in an awkward spot. What's up, everybody?
OBS crashed quite a few times. So here we are. We're going to be doing part 2 of the pickup video. Part 1 is over on Reggie's channel. Go check that out because it's kind of a continuation. So how you doing, Reggie?
I'm doing well, man. I'm excited to show you guys some more cool pickups. There's one cool item, two cool items, Marcus, I think you'll be impressed with. You'll know what they are immediately, so
okay.
Don't worry. But yeah, I'm ready to get started.
All right, go first, man. Let's see what you got.
Okay, don't laugh
at
me.
Real quick, there's 8 items each. And in the previous video, there was 8 more. So this is
right.
16 total things each. So quite a good haul.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
Now, folks, don't laugh at me. You know, I know this game had some problems when it came out, unfortunately. But I did pick up Sonic Origins Plus for the PS4. And the reason I got this is because I had some extra store credit. So I just went ahead and picked it up on the cheap. It was $29. It has a download code for the Genesis games. That's the plus part. Unfortunately, it should have been embedded on the disc, but they went through half measures like they always do. I mean, it wouldn't have been hard to get that stuff on the disc and have it ready to go, but these companies sometimes are pretty weird. But the good part about this, it has my favorite Sonic game on there. Not everybody's favorite
Sonic Spinball.
No Sonic Spinball. The Game Gear version, I think, is on here via download, but it does have Sonic CD, which is my favorite Sonic game. Now, Sonic CD is not. I mean, it's different from other Sonic games where it's more like exploring stuff, where other Sonic games are all about and everything like that. But Sonic CD is actually a really good game, so
yeah,
I definitely think people should try it out. But yeah, happy to have this collection, and yeah,
it's cool. That's awesome, dude. I mean, is the actual game pretty crappy?
No, Sonic CD is a great.
No, not Sonic CD. That thing, the one you just showed, Origins.
Well, Origins is the first 4 Sonic games. So you got Sonic 1 and 2, 3 and 4. I mean, 3 and Knuckles is the same game. So.
Oh, and they made the other ones digital only.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't get that collection. So, but Sega CD or the Sega CD version one's awesome, man. Like Sonic CD is great. I played it on the channel a long time ago. It's in the
other versions of it, man. It's actually a lot better than the Sega CD version because you're not stuck at that frame rate like it is at that, especially on the special stages. You know,
yeah,
kind of laggy.
Yeah. Well, cool. All right. So I got this one that I picked up. This is from East Asia. Maybe I got this from Video Games New York. It's called Within the Blade. Have you heard of this?
I've seen it, but I don't think I know the gameplay for it. So
okay. Yeah, it's like a 2D action platformer, pretty much. Looks kind of, I don't know, like, first, I haven't played it, it's still sealed, so I'm gonna have to bust this one out. But it looked pretty cool, and I don't know, it's got some cool pixel art. So there you go, Within the Blade. That's all I got.
What made you pick that up, man? Just the cover?
I think actually now that I remember, it was a Video Games New York thing, and if you look, there are some cool enemies. I don't know if that shows up a little bit there, but it looked pretty dark, and I liked the kind of dark. Well, I like ninja games, you know. I mean, everything from obviously Ninja Gaiden to like Tenchu, you know, or whatever. They're all great, but so. I'll try it out, see if it's any good.
Right on. Next up here is it's hard to because this is a Game Boy Advance game. Sometimes it's hard to read the title, but this is a Shifting Gears Road Trip for the Game Boy Advance. Now these games have come out on the I'll have better footage of the cart and everything, whatever the art, but this game is a pixelated game on the Game Boy Advance when it comes to kart races, so it looks really good. Now, the games on the PS2, GameCube, some people may consider them mediocre or whatever like that. They're still pretty solid games, but the Game Boy Advance one is just really impressive. And people will probably overlook this game by looking at the cover. But definitely a cool racing game that I think a lot of people should try out. The Game Boy Advance has so many hidden gems on there, man.
Yeah.
It's like Dude, seriously. My buddy
Yeah.
Evan actually told me about this game because I would have never paid it attention. He found a complete copy of it. So when I ran into it, actually my buddy hooked me up with a copy of this. So yeah, man. Mike, if you're watching, man, I appreciate you, bro, for the hookup. But yeah, definitely check this game out, guys.
Cool. That's awesome. Yeah, the Game Boy Advance is a great system. Okay, so here we go. This one is actually a Pico Interactive, but Strictly Limited sent it out. And it's Zero Tolerance, which it's basically... I think this is just the remake, or not the remake, but it's got the extra one on here, which is Underground.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what's cool about it. But otherwise, it's just Zero Tolerance, you know, on the Sega. Did you ever play that?
I played it. They put some kind of trilogy together on the PS4 and Switch, I believe. So I got to play it like that. Wasn't my cup of tea.
It's kind of slow and it's
cup of coffee.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, compared to like another kind of like first-person game, it's a little bit more strategic. You can definitely get your ass handed to you.
Yeah, you will, man. I'm more into like running gun type games when it comes to that. That game you have to be very careful. So
Yeah, Zero Tolerance, man. They ain't holding back.
All right.
They'll hand you your pink slip real quick.
They will, man. They will. So next game here, I do not know how to pronounce this. Parwagami. No, Perumi. Hopefully I got that right. What do you think, Marcus?
Cool. I've got that. Yeah, that's a weird game, dude.
It is. It's a very weird shoot 'em up, man. And this is I'm taking a second chance on this.
Cool.
You know, but,
yeah.
I don't know, man. Well, hopefully this time I'll like it a lot better. But a weird shoot 'em up. I don't know if it'll be for everybody, but it's very unique. So definitely. And it was cool about it is that was released by East Asia Soft, but you guys know them. When they come to their releases, they give you a soundtrack and an art book.
Yeah.
They got a manual inside, so just for the production values of how the physical comes is probably a good reason to even own it too. So there's that.
Awesome. Okay, this is an actual piece of hardware here. This is the 8-bit Do Turbo Duo controller, which is pretty sick because you can use this on anything with Bluetooth, basically. So yeah, I don't know. I love these old NEC controllers. I mean, I will always think of the TurboGrafx 16 one being pretty much the best. But this one's cool because it gives you the 4 buttons, you know, and turbo's enabled. I believe that's what's going on. So yeah, pretty cool. Definitely like the look. There's another one too that's more like the old pattern of the PC Engine, you know, the gray. So I just kind of like the black one.
Okay.
Yep.
Right on. All right, so Red Colony Trilogy. East Asia Soft sent me and Jason some games, and I picked this one. This one seemed like some kind of like zombie survival horror, but with like sexy ladies or whatever like that. So I said, you know, it's three games in one. So I said, why not?
Yeah, it's a bargain.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. I feel like it's gonna be like one of those games where you have to be stealth. I was hoping for more of a running gun, but I feel like since it's the deal with zombies, man, it's gonna be like you gotta be stealthy. So, but then that's where the survival horror comes in. So
interesting.
Definitely, I feel like this was worth it. 3 games in one. All this sexy for no reason. I'm not too sure about that, but maybe it works. I don't know. We'll see. I'll let you know.
Yeah.
After I play through it. So
cool.
Definitely, I'm happy with that pickup so far.
Definitely interesting art on there. All right. So here's this is interesting because on the other pickups video, I mentioned another one of these, but this is Xenocrisis on the GameCube.
Whoa, that's out?
Isn't that crazy, dude?
So, wait a minute. So, have you tried it out on your GameCube yet?
No, why?
Well, I'm wondering if you have to have a modded GameCube to play it. Does it say anything on the back?
No, doesn't say anything about that.
I'm guessing it works then. Wow.
I don't think it would. Why would they? Yeah, I'm sure it works. I'll check it out. But yeah, this game's great. If you haven't checked out Xenocrisis, it's awesome. Of course, if you go to Galactics, you can play it there on the MVS. But it's definitely a killer game, and the soundtrack's awesome.
Marcus has a video out about it as well. You guys can check out.
Yeah. If you missed the video on the channel, go watch the gameplay and the unboxing of the MVS video, because I play through the whole game. But it's awesome. And you know what's great about this is that, I mean, talk about them getting the ports out. But, like, they have it on every system. Like, it's crazy. You know? So, anyway, there you go. Xenocrisis GameCube.
I don't know, man. I had no idea it was out. That's crazy. Okay. Wow. Okay, so here's another game. And it's called, this is from Premium Edition Games. You guys know them. Awesome.
Super Blood Hockey.
Yeah, they did Super Blood Hockey. That was one of the first releases.
Yeah.
Very awesome. But now they have a new release. And this is going to be funny, because this is going to go back to a video me and Marcus did a while back. This game is called They Bleed Pixels. And They Bleed Pixels is pretty much like Super Meat Boy, I would say.
Oh.
Or maybe, yeah, it's very similar to that, or maybe even Celeste. I'm not really sure yet, but it reminded me, because remember when you came to my house and we were playing Super Meat Boy, and
yeah, oh yeah.
That game was insane. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the same type of gameplay. You know, jump, dash, claw your way through hellish landscape design to terrorize your reflexes. So yeah, a little bit of Celeste in there as well. So yeah, I'm somewhat looking forward to playing this, because I don't want to get flustered, but you know,
yeah,
that's the fun of gaming sometimes. You know, you gotta go back to the old school way these games work. So happy to have that.
Awesome. I'll have to look up that one. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, so this is one that I picked up and just played it, and I beat it, and it's Shadow of the Colossus, the remake or remaster or whatever. This was honestly really good, and like I remember the old version, but it's a little brighter, and it's also got, what is that, HDR, so it looks like really good. Like the graphics are awesome. What I didn't realize is that there's a lot of like weird jumping. The platforming sections can be kind of brutal, but the creativity of each Colossus and the fight that you have to do is so cool. The only one I didn't like actually was the very last one. So I don't know, Reggie, if you remember that, but
the last battle is pretty crazy, because when you're climbing up and the boss is just waiting for you to climb up that big mountain. And
yeah,
he's going at you.
Yeah, and like you have to. Yeah, it's just sometimes that's the only thing, is it's like kind of scripted as far as where you need to be at certain sections, at least in that part. But dude, this game's fun. It's like really cool.
You didn't play with frame rate then?
Frame break?
Frame rate. So you have two options. You could play the game at like high quality, or you could play with performance or graphics. I always choose performance, because I like 60 frames per second. Oh,
I don't remember. I don't know. Was that on the PS2 version though? Because I don't know. I don't think I saw that.
No, PS4 version.
Was it
that feature? I mean, hopefully I'm not wrong.
I don't know.
They had a performance thing. Maybe it's not 60. I can't remember.
You might be right. It might have asked at the beginning, and I just forgot like what I chose. Right. Yeah.
Okay. Well, either way, man, very, very cool pickup.
Yeah.
All right. So now we're down to the 3 more here. There's another game from East Asia Soft. This one's called Love Esquire. I think I pronounced that right, Marcus. Let me know, because if I didn't.
Yeah, it's like Esquire. Yeah.
Love Esquire. Okay. So this is a game about some dude, some guy that these girls. I'm assuming by looking at the cover, because I haven't played it yet, but I'm guessing that this guy has a lot of love interests.
Is that a dating video game, Reggie?
No, I believe it's an RPG.
It's not like Catherine.
Well, man, I had enough of Catherine, man. Like, Catherine was pretty intense, dude. I remember playing that back in the day. But the reason I picked this out of the bunch, because I feel like this game had potential, so I want to try it out. So
cool.
And my headphones are like falling off.
Well, that's a good choice, man. Why not? Who knows? Maybe it's good.
It better be, man, because the footage here, it better not be like all crazy. Because if it's a visual novel, then people are gonna be unimpressed. I'm like, what is this, Reggie? What are you showing us?
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
I think it's turn-based RPG. I'm pretty sure it is. So.
All right. Okay. The next thing I got is it's similar to something that was shown in your other video in our part 1. This is the Garbage Pail Kids book, and I got this on Amazon, and it's awesome. It's like actual photos, or showing like the actual cards. And it's like every single one from every series, It's absolutely awesome. Plus,
that's great.
Aside from it just being the entire series, the packaging, or at least the cover, is really cool because it's like the old packs where there would be like gum, and it even like has that weird texture like how the old pack would, and it just feels kind of like that weird wax paper. Yeah, and then in the back you actually get stickers too, or actual cards. And anyway, it's awesome. Like, I'm pretty big Garbage Pail fan.
Where'd you pick that up from?
Amazon.
Amazon, okay.
Yeah.
Amazon.
I got it on one of their, like, it was during the, not Black Friday, but that summer Prime Day or whatever. And so it was on sale.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right on, man. Right on. All right, down to my last two items. Now we're getting into Genesis territory.
Oh, you've been he's been messing, man. All right, I can't wait to see what this is.
Yeah, I even got to get a swig of water before I...
Oh, shit. It's going to be major. Look at that water. Holy crap.
Yeah. Drinking a lot of water these days. So, from our friends at Retrobit, I picked up the Lane Lancer, the
awesome
American release of this game. And this shoot 'em up is a really, really cool. It starts off pretty tough, but once you get used to the mechanics and switching the weapons to what is good, the game is amazing. And I love how they went with this cover of the game, of the girl crying on the cover. Well, you can't really see it right now. I mean, I'll put some footage up, but she's kind of in tears and everything because she's trying to save her father.
Cool.
There's a part in the game where you have to try to save her father. If you don't, you get the bad ending. But there's this cinematic moment where you have to try to save her father, which is pretty cool. But the game is so. I mean, if it came out to America back in the day, I think it would have did well. But,
oh yeah, dude, I played it on the channel a long time ago, and I think it was one that you recommended. I just bought like a repro, but I'd rather have that repro. Because that one looks much better.
Well, it's not exactly a repro. They got the license for it.
Oh, it's official. Okay, yeah. Don't want to knock it. Yeah, it's not a repro. You're right.
I think I still have a repro of it, though. To be honest with you.
But what's so cool also is the soundtrack of that game is like legendary. Yes. Like maybe one of the coolest, like it's almost like prog rock plus like, I don't know. It's awesome. It's such a good soundtrack. Even the first track is just so good. I remember being blown away. Check out the video. It's on the channel somewhere. But yeah.
The first level is so intense, though, because the meteors, they get the dodge, too. It blends in the back. It's pretty intense. But, yes, Blade Lancer is finally here officially, and Retrobit helped put this together. So, very cool. Definitely something you guys will want to pick up if you like shoot 'em ups. Cool.
Yeah, that's classic. All right. Here's one that I got from Strictly Limited. This is, I don't know. It's not a repro. But it's Zombie Nation. Yep, on the NES. And so this was a pretty... I mean, you could find this loose, I think. It wasn't, like, insane, right? But this was a boxed copy, and it's pretty cool. It's like this really weird... It is kind of like a shoot 'em up, but you're just like this floating head. And
it's one of the weirder games you would find on the NES.
Yep. So, yeah, pretty cool artwork, though. Add that to the old NES collection.
Maybe you do a live stream playing it?
Why not? You never know.
And now for my final item, my final Genesis item, I think Marcus will be impressed with.
All right.
Everybody likes a good arcade type game, especially on the Sega Genesis, you know. And back in the day, man, like Genesis, they kind of went all out for certain stuff, where Super Nintendo would just give you kind of the mediocre version. But I got Lethal Enforcers. The big box edition.
Nice. Nice.
And yeah.
And you got the Menacer.
Yeah, the Menacer's in here. I was actually scared because I thought
not the Menacer, the Justifier. That's what it is, the Justifier.
Justifier? Okay, yeah, it's the Justifier. I was kind of scared to take this on the airplane because I thought TSA would give me a hard time with it.
Yeah, maybe.
They could tell the difference between a toy gun and a real gun. So
yeah.
That's good to know. But yeah, Lethal Enforcers was a really fun game back in the day. Took a lot of your quarters, I would say. People would try to play it unless you got good at it.
Oh, sure.
It was the game before Time Crisis got popular. This was the shooter game, the gallery shooter that everybody was playing. Till Time Crisis came.
It's great. So we have it at Galactics, but I haven't actually quite fixed it up, so I need to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marcus, you were really years ago. A lot of you guys will notice Marcus was out hunting a lot of arcade games and fixing them up. And at his Galactics arcade, which you'll be seeing here in the footage, a lot of these games were restored and they're better than they ever were. And it's really awesome how Marcus has them set up at his arcade. So definitely, if you're in Astoria, check out Galactics. Tell Marcus I sent you, even though he see that right now. But just don't make sure you say that when you get in the store.
Yeah, man, totally.
Get in there.
All right, here's the last one. Was that your last one, dude?
That's my last one.
All right, one more. This is actually like the Hasbro throwback.
Oh my god, NWO, man.
Oh yeah, and so this is really cool. I mean, like when I was a kid, I had like I don't know if it's the same ring, but yeah, it looks like it. Anyway, this was not even, it just was released recently. I think I got it on Ringside Collectibles, but inside, here's what it looks like. So you've got Kevin Nash and Scott Hall, the retro Hasbro style. So awesome, man. Like I've got a few of these, but not as many as I did when I was a kid. I had quite a few. And then of course, Hollywood Hogan
and X-Pac were in one together. Wow.
Yep.
That's so freaking cool, dude.
I'm like all about the old classic remake. So I have quite a few of these, but this one just came out and I just got it.
Now I want one, dude. Was it expensive?
I think it was like $60. But I mean, it's got this cool, box that they kind of go in, right? And it's actually really thin. There's more of these that have been released on like Mattel Creations that are in a thicker box, and it's like the blue and the gold, kind of the old WWF style. But yeah, so all right, well there you go. That's gonna do it. Man, that was a lot of pickups. 16 items each. So go check out the one on Reggie's channel. Thanks for watching, you guys. And of course, until next time, you know what you're gonna do. You're gonna keep that shit retro by playing Drainius on the Nintendo Switch later on.